bonsoir. Hop, on repart pour un live avec absolument personne. Je suis sûr qu'il y a des gens qui ont des notifs, mais je pense pas que ça intéresse grand monde. Voilà. Tac, tac. Qualité pour mon téléphone. Voilà. Et on va jouer et continuer la histoire. Alors, c'est parti. Vu comme c'est bien fait. Il est beau. Bon. Je vais décaler 2-3 choses. On y va. Ok, on va commencer par les quêtes du jour évidemment. Hop, première quête du jour. En fait, il faut que je prenne. Hop, je suis en portefeuille là. Et je peux apercevoir. Ce serait bien une application sur téléphone, mais juste pour ça. Quoi? Éliminer tous les monstres.
Motion to compel. Incinerate.
Oups.
Cool it.
Hop, hop, hop.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Voilà. Eh oui. Une planche solide, c'est parti. Est-ce que j'en ai une? Ah non, collecter du bois. Collectons donc du bois.
What's the hurry?
Waouh. Ils reviennent. Mince. Oh et toi? Toi il va te calmer, hein.
This moment will be frozen.
Boom boom. Time for your arraignment. Incinerate.
Ah ouais, mais mes PV là, ils sont pas bien. Faudrait que je mette un truc de défense parce que là vraiment.
Dodge this.
Tac 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 tac.
What's the
Motion to compel.
Oh tu vas mourir toi.
freeze?
Boom boom.
Alors c'est bien si elle fait des dégâts, mais bon.
Dodge this.
Bonjour. Ok, quête finie. On est bien. Plus que 3 quêtes. Vite fait.
Cool it. Freeze.
Éliminons tous les monstres.
Don't get frostbite.
But my
Oh,
defense was watertight.
calmez-vous.
Motion to
Cool it.
Même si j'avoue que Bennett me manque un peu. Hein.
boom boom.
Boum boum.
Dodge this.
Je suis déjà à 3, hein, c'est cool.
Incinerate.
Hop. Cool.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh, elle meurt pas par contre. Hein.
Cool it.
Boom boom.
Hop, hop,
Dodge
hop,
this.
hop.
Objection. Motion to compel.
Motion to
Cool it.
compel.
Dodge this.
Voilà. Plus que 2 quêtes. Perso sur mon live, sûrement occupé. En même temps, vu l'heure et vu le jour. Caisse. Éliminer tous les monstres. Ok.
Don't get frostbite.
Boom boom. Motion to compel. Yeah. Yeah.
Freeze.
Ouais. C'est tout. Ok. Bon bah ok.
Dodge this.
Alors, éliminer tous les monstres encore.
Cool it.
Ah, j'aurais besoin de nerfs en effet, oui.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this. Cool it. Dodge this.
Ah,
Boom
comme toi.
boom. Yeah. Yeah. Inadmissible
Alors,
evidence.
c'est clairement pas ce que je voulais faire, mais c'est pas grave.
Boom boom.
Boum, boum, boum.
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time.
Oups.
Cool it.
Je suis en vie.
Freeze.
3, 2, 1. Bon. Voilà, il y en a fait qui prend ultra cher. Hop, dernière quête du jour. On y go. Hop, hop. Oh là là. Quoi? Mais toi t'es qui? Toi en vrai t'es qui toi? Enfin, pour qui tu te prends je veux dire?
Cool it.
Keep within the law.
Dodge this.
Voilà. Éliminer tous les monstres encore. Bon, au moins on aura fait la quête.
Cool.
Even though I have an ID
What's
penalty.
the hurry?
Ok.
Don't get frostbite.
Oh wow, je m'attendais pas vraiment à ça, mais ok. Hop là.
Cool it.
Oh,
Freeze. Don't push your luck.
regarde. Voilà, ça c'est fait. Quel dégât là.
Cool it.
Cet enchaînement. Juste que j'aille chercher ça. Bonjour.
Dodge this.
Ça aussi c'est intéressant. J'en ai besoin. Voilà.
Cool it. Dodge this.
J'en profite hein, du coup.
Cool it.
Allez, prochain coup je commence à attaquer.
Freeze.
Voilà. Oh des renforts. Je ne m'y attendais guère.
Get back. Dodge this. Freeze.
Yes monsieur.
Dodge this.
Oh, il s'est pris un coup. Waouh. Olé.
Cool it.
Moi le dernier il est là.
Dodge this.
Oups.
Freeze.
Voilà. Dernière quête finie, on est content. On va d'abord aller voir une... Ah non. D'abord je vais un peu faire le tour. Histoire de choper de ces fleurs dont j'ai tant besoin. Ah là là, si seulement j'avais su plus tôt où elles étaient. Ah. Lol. Voilà, je dis pas que ça fait mal, mais ça fait mal hein, de voir marquer 0 viewer. Voilà. Même si bon. C'est pas comme si j'en avais toujours eu énormément non plus. Enfin 3 à chaque fois, je suis bien content. C'est quoi ces PV? Non. Moi je m'en vais là. Bonne chance pour me suivre du coup. Oh là, vous. Non.
Cool it. Freeze. Dodge this.
Bon. Je vais aller à... Hop. À cette statue, je redonne de la vie à mes chers compatriotes.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain.
Indeed.
This is going to get interesting.
Bénédiction de la statue. Voilà. Maintenant, on part chercher nos récompenses. Toutes nos récompenses. Ici.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Astra Abyssal skip. Ad Astra Abyss skip. Voilà. Maintenant, on va aller là-haut. Il reste combien de temps? 2 jours. Merci. Voilà. C'est quoi exactement le souhait de réunion? Ah, je vois. Hop. Ça. Ça. Voilà.
Let's get
Puis...
moving. We're
c'est
not frozen in place after all.
Depuis là, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? J'ai assez pour une. Merci. Mec, à chaque update... Ah, il y a une personne, bonsoir. À chaque update, il y a un truc à récupérer. Oups, j'ai pas regardé ce que c'était. Prime. Oups. J'ai pas regardé ce que j'ai eu. Bon, tant pis. Et maintenant... Quoi? Ah oui, mais je n'ai pas le droit de savoir, moi. C'est une version plus ou moins stylée de... Alors... Maintenant... Ça tempête. Bim. Allons-y. Comment je suis censé aller là-bas, moi? Je me souviens d'être déjà allé là-haut. C'était pas facile. C'était dans un... J'étais en multijoueur avec un pote. Et comme il est parti à AFK et que j'avais vraiment rien à faire, je me suis dit, bah tiens, il y a un bateau là-bas. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait quand on voit un bateau au loin? Eh bien, c'est très simple. On le rejoint. C'est bien connu, n'est-ce pas? Cette musique fait trop Zelda, je suis désolé. Voilà. Oh, ce saut. Vraiment, c'était pas une blague.
Cool it.
Quoi, il a littéralement fondu? Ah non, c'est... Merci. Pion. Ah, il est pas encore mort, bon, tant pis. Il y en a du monde. Bah, tu sais quoi, je vais... And we're gonna ult.
Freeze. Dodge this.
J'ai combien de fleurs comme ça? Taper, taper, taper. Je crois que j'ai épuisé toute son énergie. Alors, vous pensez qu'on monte, on saute de plus haut? Clairement, on saute de plus haut. Allez hop. C'est quoi ça? Alors, je dis pas oui hein. Au revoir. C'est une bonne journée. Ah oui d'accord. Non, moi je grimpe. Hop. C'est drôle parce que là si ça oblige certaines personnes. On veut Zelda Twilight Princess. Eh bien j'ai peur. D'accord. Moi j'ai peur. Comprendre. D'accord, ok, hein, bon voilà. Là je suis sur le point de faire une Wind Waker pour me taper une j'ai oublié. Comment ça s'appelle? Phantom Hourglass. Littéralement je vais me taper une mer entière. Je veux pas de jeu de mots là-dessus. Salut tribu. En fait là on est au bord de l'eau sauf que en fait tu vois cette petite montagne là-bas. Enfin non, il y a une minuscule montagne qui dépasse à peine de l'eau. C'était littéralement comment dire, petit truc qui... Ah, qu'êtes-vous? Pourquoi? Oups. Oups. Tu vas bien? Yes. Et toi? Le temple de l'eau il est simple en plus. J'ai pas l'impression. Apparemment c'est le pire de tous. Enfin, le temple de l'eau d'OTP c'est le pire de tous. Après bon il y en a dans Link's Awakening qui sont... Il y en a un qui est assez en... C'est l'enfer quoi. La voyageuse, que fais-tu ici? Oh. On ligote cette passagère clandestine. Xingzin. Pour tous de troubles, c'est glissé à bord. Paraît qu'elle cherche pas rien de bon, j'en suis sûr. J'allais m'en occuper pour Bidou. Yep, plus 1 mec et bonne chance. Merci. Bonne journée. Et calme-toi à présent, voyageuse. Pourquoi veux-tu rencontrer le capitaine Bidou? Je cherche à rejoindre Inazuma. Par bateau. Ok, allez hop. Compris. Généralement, allez. Pourquoi ils n'ont pas fait les voies? Ils n'ont pas pu payer. Chercher la cible dans cette zone. Tu te fous de moi. Par contre, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire ça? Oh mon dieu, c'est tout là-haut. Non, je reste, t'inquiète. Eh bien, fais-toi plaisir. Ça risque d'être très ennuyant, surtout que moi je fais très histoire en fait. Au lieu des trucs comme ça. Je peux faire beaucoup d'autres jeux, mais bon. Ah, ça risque quand même d'être très ennuyant. Non, t'inquiète. Ok. Bonjour. Ouais. Ah, c'est la Beidou. Je l'ai vu. J'ai ce personnage et elle m'est absolument inutile.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Patuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has
S'il y a un problème avec les
Liyue,
sons,
she
etc.,
said.
faut le dire parce que j'ai
She's
pas
a
un très bon
hard
micro.
one to please, so praise from
Tes
her
niveaux
is high
d'aventure
praise
combien?
indeed. I remember
39.
thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by
39.
the clothes on your back and
J'ai entendu
this
du bruit.
floating thing, I guess that time
Oh,
is
il y a
come.
quelqu'un qui a rejoint. De la vocale.
Paimon?
Attends, je vais monter ton son.
What a fascinating being.
Voilà.
You two give off not only
Excuse-moi.
the essence of wind and earth, but also of, yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Tu veux pas ton jeu en japonais? Non, moi je préfère l'anglais.
Pay it no heed.
Et puis c'est
I
plus
mean
facile à
only to
comprendre.
say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
Puis
And
après c'est...
that gives our encounter meaning.
Attends. Voilà. Après c'est un jeu chinois, donc si on met la VO, ce serait la version chinoise.
Est-ce que tu peux m'aider à battre balle ou pas? Non, pas.
Attends. Tu sais que je t'avais pas vu dans la conve, toi. J'ai pas marqué que t'étais dans la vocale.
Du coup, tu peux m'aider ou pas?
Je veux bien, mais là je suis en plein dans l'histoire et là je suis sur le point de découvrir un nouveau continent.
Ah, mais je me fais défoncer par balle. Mais vas-y.
Et si c'est une quête d'histoire, une fois que tu auras quitté le mode multijoueur, quand tu retourneras au mode solo, les ennemis vont respawn. Alors il y avait un groupe d'ennemis que j'arrivais pas à battre, vraiment pas. Et dans le stream d'hier, j'ai réussi à les battre, mais d'une manière, mais voilà quoi, comment dire, je me suis planté en haut d'une montagne et je leur ai tiré dessus avec un archer pendant une trentaine de minutes.
Mais putain, maman.
Alors, vous avez engagé un barde.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
Attends,
Occasionally he opens his
J'ai baissé
mouth
ton
and
son.
flowers
Voilà.
come out instead of words.
j'ai baissé son
With
son.
this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Oh, I can't argue with that.
Indeed.
Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two,
Ah
you
yes.
can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Ok.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
Huh.
Get
Et
this.
qu'est-ce ça?
It's a Masterless Vision.
Oh, est-ce que
Surprised
je
by
deviens
myself,
puissant
as
si
a
je
matter
l'ai?
of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision,
Ça fait depuis
it
longtemps que
belongs
tu
to
joues.
them.
Si c'est pour ce stream, j'ai commencé il y a à peu près 15 minutes. J'ai fait vite fait les quêtes du jour, puis là j'ai relancé les quêtes principales. Ça fait 15 minutes que j'ai lancé le jeu. Sinon, en termes de quand est-ce que j'ai commencé, c'était il y a très longtemps et j'ai très peu joué. Du coup voilà.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Plus
When a
porteur.
vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that
okay.
light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may
Mon
just
micro il est
be
mauvais, hein.
possible for someone
C'est
else
pas de la
to
pluie que
inherit
t'entends derrière moi, c'est mon micro.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Bon, je te regarde, si je parle pas, c'est parce que je suis aussi en train de jouer. Y a pas de souci. Puis, bah, si tu veux partir, j'ai pas envie de te garder prisonnier d'un stream ennuyant, vois-tu. Voilà. En toute honnêteté, je suis pas intéressé. Je n'ai pas besoin de le livre. Je suis trop cheaté pour ça.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well,
Je
why didn't
reste,
you
c'est pas
say
ennuyant.
so?
Cool.
Inazuma, no sweat. In that
No sweat.
case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Encore. Up to you.
Oh, t'es sérieux?
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
Maintenant, je vais être obligé de participer à un tournoi.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do?
On l'entend fort derrière ou
Have
pas?
to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Est-ce qu'on entend fort derrière? Hop. Je n'ai pas peur.
Great.
Moi j'ai
Then
peur.
let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will
Non, en
be
vrai
over
ça
soon.
va.
It seems
Bah,
like it will only
moi je
be a
l'entends
matter
très
of
très
time
bas,
before
donc
the
toi tu
answer
dois
is
entendre assez
revealed.
fort. J'ai un gros problème avec la gestion du son de mon côté. Alors, il n'y a pas de truc à activer pour pouvoir... radis, c'est cool. Il n'y a pas de spawn points à activer là? De spawn point, je suis bête. De checkpoint. Oh, des coffres. Oups, j'ai peut-être pris des trucs dans des coffres là. Le chou et des pommes, parfait. Alors allons continuer la quête, bien que j'ai très peur de me prendre une raclée par des randoms. Non, j'ai pas appuyé là. Voilà. T'as une astuce pour monter rapidement de niveau dans Genshin. J'ai 2-3 trucs. Bah, ou alors tu fais toutes les quêtes, littéralement, ça tu maraves les quêtes. Ou alors tu fais ce qu'on appelle des lignes énergétiques. Enfin ça donne 100 à chaque fois, mais voilà. Je vais te montrer un peu ce que c'est. C'est ce genre de truc que tu vois là, ici. Tu vois. Le bleu, je sais plus ce que ça donne. Ah oui, ça donne des trucs d'XP comme pour améliorer des personnages. Mais sans XP à chaque fois que tu finis un combat. Et les jaunes, où sont les jaunes? Est-ce que je les ai toutes finies? Parce que j'ai tellement spam les jaunes qu'il y a moyen qu'elles veulent plus spawn. Ah si, il y en a là. Ça spawn à l'infini. Hein. Et les trucs jaunes, ça te donne de l'argent à chaque fois. 44 000 et comme en ce moment c'est x2, ce sera 88 000. C'est génial en fait. Et du coup je suppose qu'en termes d'XP ça donnera 200 à chaque fois. Voilà. Sinon moi pour monter j'ai juste fait mes quêtes à mort. Vraiment à mort. Ouais, c'est tout. Je suis pas sûr que ça puisse t'aider mais voilà. Merci de rien. Caisse, trésor des ruines. Quitter temporairement. Au revoir. Voilà. Alors c'est bien la nouvelle souris, elle se déconnecte pas comme avant là. Ces trucs me font peur. Mais bon. Ouais, je me disais bien qu'il y avait un problème. Je suis niveau 22 d'aventure. Ok, ok. Ah, cachons-nous, on n'existe pas. pas là. Niveau 22, c'est ok. Hein. Attends, moi. Mon niveau du monde, il est 4. Je suis niveau 39. Attends, j'ai eu un succès, c'est vrai. En route pour Inazuma. Hop, et voilà. Voilà, voilà. Bonsoir.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us.
J'ai quitté l'appel avec l'autre parce que
just a chance to put
j'ai
training
quitté le
into
groupe.
practice.
Je suis sûr que
It's
vous
also a
entendiez avant.
chance for us to obtain the Masterless Vision.
Exactly.
Ouais.
With the vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
Oui, mais vous êtes des
Must be
defaults en
pretty
fait.
Incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled.
Ça me dit rien.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other
Regardez
clans have
approcher,
borrowed
là.
extensively from it. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Oh.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train
JoJo.
yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without
C'est une
losing
JoJo référence.
reach. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
Ok.
One time,
C'est
he set the
c'est
challenge of
JoJo,
flying
c'est
into the
Londres.
air without lifting a finger.
Ok, très bien. Très bien, bah bienvenue dans JoJo's Bizarre Adventure partie 1 ou 2. Londres.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no
Yo.
way we could use it proficiently.
Le Hamon, c'est facile.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are,
Sounds
having
appealing.
trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from
C'est vrai.
far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant...
See you
Quelle
in the
motivation.
arena.
Ouais. J'ai peut-être une autre idée pour l'XP à mort. Je regarde juste un truc. C'est les donjons, juste les donjons. Alors attends, je vais regarder. Non, c'est pas un bon donjon ça. On va dire celui-là. 100. Non, en fait c'est 100 XP à chaque donjon, donc je suis pas sûr. Par contre, t'obtiens des gros, des trucs assez utiles pour améliorer les personnages, etc. Bonjour. Où sont les mobs? Ils ont tous disparu. Moi je suis bien content, hein, mais voilà.
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Oh là là, Mastoc. Moi je monte grâce aux quêtes et les boss. Oui. Les boss, je sais pas si ça donne autant d'XP.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then
Après-
allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive
Attends.
test of fighting
J'attends la
ability.
fin de son
Anyone
blog
who
là.
turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them.
Ok.
Nobody wants to see that, right?
200 les boss.
Yeah.
C'est bien ça, je
I
crois.
heard a rule about
Mais ça met
that.
du temps à respawn.
So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Après chaque chose que tu ouvres ou que tu actives,
Only
genre
a former runner-up in the
comment ça
Tsuhu Rock
s'appelle?
Freestyle Combat Summit.
Les points de
Oh,
TP,
yeah.
ça te donne de l'XP. C'est déjà ça. C'est plutôt pratique. En fait, je sais pas moi. Je suis plus Zelda ou je suis pas trop RPG en fait. Voilà. Je suis pas très RPG, du coup les niveaux, j'ai pas toujours des grosses méta pour les monter. Bon, après il y a certains jeux où je trouve une façon de monter très vite et je monte très vite avant les gens. J'adore faire ça. Puis après j'arrête de jouer pendant une semaine, 2 semaines, et quand je reviens ils m'ont pas rattrapé. Et là je me fous de leur gueule. Suivant, ça finalise, internationaux, fallacieux. Finaliste.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
Ouais.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Ouais. Ouais, sauf que nous en fait on est littéralement un dieu. Donc voilà, les gens comme lui on en bat genre 18 par heure. C'est plutôt rigolo. C'est impressionnant.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came
Oh,
out
la tête qu'elle
completely
fait.
unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Ouais, exactement. Dire qu'on affronte régulièrement des groupes de 4 ou 5 pilleurs. Ah là là. Merci pour toutes ces informations.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Je dois y aller, bonne soirée, bon live. Merci, bonne soirée, à au revoir. À la revoyure. À la bientôt. Ciao. Jinyu.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Hey
If
youngster.
so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Je reviendrai peut-être. Eh bien, comme tu veux. Je sais pas quoi dire. Ok. Je sais pas quoi dire. Je reviendrai peut-être. Eh bien. D'accord. Je vais me faire harceler par un pote pour que je joue à Zelda TP là, que je continue mes streams Zelda TP. Mais j'ai pas envie, mais je vais quand même le faire. Genre après-demain peut-être, parce que demain je serai en montagne avec un pote. Peut-être. On va devenir un héros.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Ok.
I know how that
bien, le Dark
sounds, but
Sasuke,
let me
ça marche pas.
explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet. Because there's one thing
C'est quoi ce
I'm
script?
still missing.
Calme-toi.
A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Je suis sûr que lui, on va le one shot.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Il est really average.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Ah mais lui il fait peur là, le
Come
mec
on,
là.
let's go
Je
sign
pensais
up.
à un mec de SAO là qui sait jouer.
Chase a village arm wrestling champion, huh?
Ah c'est encore toi?
Alright, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
Baguette.
Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Yes
It's
sir.
really her!
Partout
The
à la
one that
musique.
spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
Je n'ai pas de divin.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
J'ai trop de trucs. Quoi? J'ai tué un ancien dieu Hortel. Ensuite, j'ai vaincu un exécuteur des Fatui. J'ai sauvé Dvalin. Je suis un chevalier honoraire de Horde Favonius. J'ai sauvé Dvalin.
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger Child.
Child. C'est vrai que ça s'appelle Child. Oh le
Might as
le
well
regard.
declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Lol.
We're not
Alors
here
non.
for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
No.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Mi.
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance then?
Non, c'est mal fait comprendre.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Ouais, on va juste le one
Hey,
shot.
so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Oh,
Even
no.
though you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any
Oh.
case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
C'est
Alright,
pour ça.
it's showtime. You
C'est
got
pas bête.
this.
C'est pas bête parce que si tu
You
n'avais.
seem like you're raring to
Ah.
go. Are you ready to compete?
C'est vrai parce que en fait si tu utilises un autre personnage, lui il a le divin et du coup il peut utiliser des pouvoirs. Du coup ce serait un très pas logique. Attendez une seconde, je reviens en fait. Je reviens. Stand by. Voilà. second. J'ai pas fini. Oh, un message. Ah. Comment as-tu fait pour ne pas rage quit le jeu avec cette voix tout droit sortie des enfers? Eh bien, la voix de Paimon. Premièrement, elle est vachement moins pire dans la version anglaise. Ça c'est vrai, parce que dans toutes les autres versions c'est encore plus pire. Et puis autre chose, je crois que c'est parce que j'ai regardé beaucoup d'animés et que j'ai assez souffert avec les voix des lolis qui hurlent. Genre dans Charlotte, la petite sœur de Yu Otosaka, pour parler elle crie. C'est un peu chiant. Voilà, c'est tout. C'est juste que j'ai été habitué à entendre des gens gueuler. Surtout que j'ai un petit frère en fait, c'est surtout pour ça. Voilà. Disons que je suis prêt.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Oui, évidemment, je suis prêt donc ça commence. Hein, classico. Allez.
Our next competitor
Quoi?
is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now.
Tac,
You?
tac.
You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh.
What a strange guy. Why was he so
Oh.
confident to begin with?
C'est
Now that we
convaincant,
won,
en
let's go
effet.
and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Quoi? On a fini? On a gagné? Nani? Non, 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 on n'a pas gagné là. Oh. C'est pas fini, c'est loin d'être fini.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my
Indeed.
fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liua's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Nouveau jeu Among Them. Waouh.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Quoi?
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Oh, ça fait penser à
Besides,
quelqu'un.
at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're
Longue
finally
attente.
here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
Oui.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower very well.
Ok.
Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Ok. Hallo?
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt
C'est
your
que ce
abilities, but
favoritisme?
I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared
Comment
before you
dire?
begin.
Dans l'histoire, mon... Attends.
Relax. My girls at the top of her game.
Tu te tais.
She ain't gonna lose.
Dans l'histoire, mon personnage, il a battu 2 dieux, il a sauvé 3 dieux, il a aussi battu le chef d'un clan de la mafia chinoise. D'après le lore, elle aurait plusieurs milliers d'années, et c'est un dieu également. Et sauf que en sauvant des dieux et en battant pas mal de gens, elle s'est fait connaître. Du coup, elle fait OK, tu passes. Ah, je me sens un peu
Don't worry.
nerveuse.
Take some time to compose yourself.
J'ai peur.
At
C'est.
last, the moment we've all
Quoi?
been waiting for. The semifinals have begun.
On m'explique.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Mais c'est quoi ça? Affronte-moi. Yi. Il est mort. Bon, j'ai quand même pris cher, mais vas-y.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Vous avez un potentiel pour devenir champion. Si j'existais pas, vous serez bon.
If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Ouais.
But mine never came.
En
I
effet.
lost interest eventually. Can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Après, si adversaires sont des cailloux, c'est pas si grave.
Sign up to try and get your hands on that Masterless Vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Ok.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the
Waouh.
chance in the future,
Assume t'as le
please
seum.
come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Ok. Je le ferai, bien sûr.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Oh mon dieu,
So
c'est un
don't
boss de
get
Breath
too
of the
cocky.
Wild.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find
Encore.
out about our opponent in the final round.
Mais j'ai pas envie, moi j'ai envie de me battre. Vas-y, parle.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
Ok.
Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
On dirait qu'il a mal au ventre. Voyou gay. Salut.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty
Bravo.
freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Ling Shun Clan Kung Fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
Ouais. Sa technique, c'est le Hamon. Bah, tu peux diriger les choses avec ton souffle sans le toucher, avec des trucs bizarres.
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Sad.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
Bah si, qu'il est rapide.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
Et si c'était lui?
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't
Attends, je vais
necessarily
supprimer des
stronger.
messages.
They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be
Après.
facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
Une seconde. Je vais supprimer les 2-3 messages, parce qu'ils sont un peu longs du coup. Et ils prennent un peu de la place. Je ne l'ai pas remarqué. Voilà. Ça devrait être bon. J'attends juste une seconde pour vérifier. C'est bon. J'ai reçu un message. Est-ce que tu pourrais m'aider à battre balle s'il te plaît? Mais je ne peux pas. On doit absolument aller à Inazuma.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
Indeed.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial
Merde.
traditions. But on the straggling path
Oh,
of
je suis
a
débile, je
wandering
viens de me rendre
samurai,
compte
is
que
there
j'ai
harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do
J'ai
not mean to flaunt my
suspendu.
martial prowess,
J'ai
but I
suspendu.
myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands.
J'ai pas
I
vu
do possess
enlever tes
some
messages,
knowledge
j'étais
regarding your
littéralement
opponent's particular
ban
skill
pendant
set.
5 minutes.
Given your
Je
talents,
suis trop con.
a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your
Ah mon
opponent
dieu.
down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Ok. Et moi ce que je veux c'est... Moi je veux me friter là, je veux taper le dernier. Cette musique sort tout droit de Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hop là. T'es vachement loin dis donc. contre, ça c'est très intéressant. Voilà. Eh, je veux aller à Inazuma.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Oh.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Pardon? Oh merde. Oh, mais c'est pour moi ça.
What's the hurry?
Allez, utilisons la... ça, comme ça on est bien.
Freeze. Cool it. Freeze. Cool it.
Il se suicide vraiment. Hein, les... Waouh. Oh là.
Dodge this. Freeze.
Je sais ce qui est très utile contre toutes ces choses, c'est le feu. Le feu contre tout ça, c'est très pratique. La vie, elle descend vite quand même.
Motion to compel.
feu, feu.
Tiens, boum boum. Ah. Ça.
That's great, mate. Bon, j'ai pris un peu cher parce que bon, voilà quoi, mais bon, oui. On va rien dire.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible.
Ah,
He
il y
relies
a à la fois une
entirely on
référence
the
à
element
JoJo
of
et une
surprise
référence
to
à Star
defeat
Wars,
his
cette
opponents.
phrase.
In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems,
It's a true
and one
treasure
will always
trove.
encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters.
En effet,
For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
c'est parfait.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before?
Ça fait longtemps.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Je reviens, je vais allumer la lumière. Bonsoir personne.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Hey, et bien au final il n'y avait pas personne. Oh le TP, incroyable ça. Bonsoir. Ne dis pas que c'est toi que je dois affronter.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
Comment tu vas? Je
Everyone,
vais bien
listen
et
up.
toi?
Your attention, please. We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liu's traveling hero.
Ouais, traveling hero. Hein.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals.
C'est qui celui qui va m'exploser là?
Round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Peut-être qu'il s'est trompé
We've got no
d'heure.
other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
C'est un pilleur.
Something doesn't seem right about this.
C'est un pilleur qui va
Captain
arriver.
Beto, perhaps we should check on the
Bah les
prize.
pilleurs.
Traveler, come with us.
Come with us. What do you want? What do you want? Oh là là, mais ça. Attends, papillon, hop là. Examiner.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh.
The vision is missing.
Lol.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly.
En effet, c'est un
I
pilleur.
never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. It will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Ok.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Ah, je ne peux rien faire de mieux.
Come with me.
Où est
I can
Paimon?
sense the winds are coming.
Où est Paimon en fait? Bonjour Paimon. Bien. Oula. Tu es AR combien? R. What is R? Ça? Je suppose.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
Et si c'était
Ride the
26?
winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
Ah, 39. Adventure level. Bah ouais, 39. C'est toi donc?
By the
Oh
way,
là là.
what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
J'avais oublié lui.
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Ah, parce qu'il veut que je me batte, c'est ça. C'est très certainement lui d'ailleurs.
What's the hurry? Cool it. Dodge this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cool it.
Ah, mais je prends cher moi.
Freeze.
There is a fucking
Don't get
escape.
frostbite. Cool it.
Ok. Là je suis pas bien. Hein.
Incinerate!
Freeze. Dodge this.
Ah, Kaya qui meurt.
Was unexpected. Freeze.
Ouais, j'ai un peu pris cher. Vas-y.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Non.
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Quoi?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Quoi?
What's the hurry?
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Qu'avez-vous les gars par contre?
You're getting on my nerve.
Incinerate!
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Allez, c'est y part.
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
Freeze. Dodge this. Freeze. Dodge this.
T'as essayé quoi là? Je t'ai pas déjà vu toi?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I
C'est
had
fait.
even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into, and on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words,
Le mec
you
c'est
failed to meet
Zenitsu.
any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, you still managed to catch up to me.
I
After
don't.
all I went through to get it? I think not.
I don't think so.
I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Oops.
Huh?
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Ok.
What's the...
En fait, t'as un nom de personnage dans Zelda, et du coup... Bonjour. T'as un nom de personnage dans Zelda, et du coup, c'est rigolo.
Objection.
Oh, mes PV. Non.
What's the hurry? Dodge this.
S'il te plaît, bats-toi par contre.
Free special.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Il fait du feu le mec. Pourquoi le mec fait du feu? Pourquoi je me suis fait attaquer par derrière?
I'll have my revenge eventually.
Ça fait un peu mal l'électricité dans l'eau, non?
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No, no. No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Hyman doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
Je vais essayer.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
Okay.
Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Ok. Ah, moi je pensais que j'allais devoir voyager. Ça alors.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux
Ningguang.
clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
Ouais.
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Ok. Eh bien, continuons. Hein. Moi, je voulais juste aller à Inazuma puis me barrer, mais ça a l'air très long.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes.
I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I
Non,
suppose
j'étais parti.
congratulations are in order.
Rebonjour.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Ouais.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So
What?
there's another Catherine at Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Est-ce que je continue aujourd'hui ou juste... Non. Je sais pas si je continue aujourd'hui. Quoi? Faut que j'y retourne? Oh. Je sais pas si je continue. Combien ça fait de temps que j'ai lancé le stream? Ça fait 1h39. Sexy. La flemme m'a dépassé.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Je vais pense m'arrêter ici pour aujourd'hui sur Genshin Impact. Tu vas arrêter? Bah en fait je commence à avoir la flemme. Je sais pas ce que je vais faire là, genre juste après hein. Aucune idée de ce que je vais faire, mais pas du Genshin quoi. Parce que j'ai bien envie de continuer, mais le problème c'est qu'il me disait que ça va être long et tout ça. Mais si ça va être long, je vais un peu avoir la flemme là tout de suite quoi.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Ce mec a raté sa vie là-bas. Lui là, lui, le contremaître Shao a raté sa vie. Voilà. Mais je ne sais pas quoi faire. C'est vrai que c'est long. Ah, je me disais aussi. En fait, voilà. Il y a des chances que je fasse un stream sur un autre jeu. Il y a des chances que je fasse juste pas de stream. Il y a des chances que je ne joue pas du tout. Juste que j'aille voir des animés ou que j'aille voir un pote. Voilà. Et c'est ce qu'on appelle l'ennui. Ah oui, même très long. Ok, bah on prendra tout un stream pour ça alors. Je prendrai tout un stream pour ça alors. Ok. Très long, d'accord. Il y a des chances que je fasse un stream sur Zelda Twilight Princess parce que ça fait plusieurs mois que j'ai pas continué du coup. 2 heures de mission, bah c'est un bon stream ça. Ah ou plus. Qu'est-ce que je veux dire? Ouais. Y a des gens qui sont sur Fortnite. Je vais sûrement aller sur Fortnite. Je sais pas si je vais faire le Battle Royale ou sauver le monde. Ou recréatif parce que bon. Y a autre chose que ce foutu Battle Royale. Lui quoi? En vrai. Bon, Minecraft. J'aimerais tellement pouvoir stream des jeux Switch là, mais je peux pas. Parce que j'ai pas le matériel. Vraiment pas. Hein. Par contre, si je trouve un émulateur Skyward Sword, je le fais à 100% en stream. Hein, parce que c'est mon Zelda préféré. Et... qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Attends, je vais regarder ce que je peux faire. Alors, Genshin, j'ai Osu, j'ai Minecraft, Overwatch, Fortnite, Rocket League, Apex, The Forest, Subnautica, Among Us, Team Fortress 2 auquel je ne joue pas, des jeux sur émulateur, parce que ça c'est bien les émulateurs. Ah c'est vrai que j'ai Modern Warfare. C'est vrai que j'ai Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Je sais pas quoi faire en fait. Je pense il y a des chances que j'aille sur Fortnite hein, parce que bon parce qu'il y a juste des gens dessus. C'est tout. Parce que je me fais chier. Fortnite, OMG. On va faire des sweats. On va dire des gamins. J'ai pas d'idée. Ah, j'en ai peut-être une. Pour ça, faut que je regarde vite fait un tuto. Parce que je suis bloqué à un endroit sur ce jeu. Ce serait The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Parce que je suis bloqué à un endroit et je peux pas continuer. Donc voilà. Bon, je vais arrêter le stream ici. On fait hop. Standby. Qu'est-ce que c'est beau. Ah non, fin de stream. Parce que bon, j'en ai fait un aussi. Parce que je suis un gamin moi. On ferme le jeu. Alt F4. On est bien. Alors, ah, Ruby est connecté. Mais sur quoi? Sur Osu. Évidemment. Quelle question. Bon, bah, à le revoir. Voilà. À la prochaine. Adios. Arrêtez le stream. Voilà.